Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to part 59 in the Crew 2 as part of the full walkthrough. Stopping at St. George as I'm about to begin to be having a rally raid event to be at Red Rock in They Are Coming. Same thing as the original, but it's about to have some Bass of Discovery to go off-roading and have some good time attack to go follow the trails on the UFO. On to the 3 street race event. Separate location is still yet to be putting up with some time of condition to go for having a snow theme up north and nighttime to be at the south. But shared location is going to be set to be around in the state of Utah and right next to be in Arizona to be on the border onto the main route. But even of course, the special of the USB Tour West is now actually to have a time attack event along with stage number 4 to go forward on the touring car from St. George, Utah and go to Las Vegas, Nevada. So now, as I'm about to go continue on in today's video, Strip Special is now going to be arrival at the nearby spot. So good thing I just got to be here without having a quick travel. So I'll have to be here and the pavilion will be open automatically before I'm about to be step in and go proceed to have a better street race vehicle as a starter vehicle. But yet of course, I just really might need to be preferred to have the Ford Mustang 2015 from the first day as I entered in the game. Gonna have to go on filters and go by Ford, and this time standard Ford Mustang GT 2015 in the fastback is now going in and take the time attack to have the best position to go into the south of the strip. So I bet muscle cars will be kick it up into the high gear and go for exactly in 2 laps. So let's get it on and let's be prepared.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, here I go and beat the time.
Ready for the US Speed Tour West Special number 5? Las Vegas, Nevada. Discover the Strip, casinos, and lights. Viva Las Vegas!
This will be a most important time attack that you might have to go on the line in the asphalt. But there's going to be some several jumps that you might need to get your time to go well improved. Shortcuts is definitely might serve the extra, so you're going to have to keep that in mind whenever you're using in American, Japanese, or European, because the objects are about to be set to be on the obstacle that you might need to be prepared. So here it goes. Gonna have to do the stunt of performance and go for only 2 laps at least. So you see, quick shortcuts might be doing a fastest way to get there by under 2 minutes, so I might have to be preferred to go over in 2 minutes. You know the layout of the track, and differences will be used on strategies at other opponents. So gonna have to go proceed to be on the final lap. Hit the nitro and stay on in. But hopefully this will have to take a one-way ticket to go on stage number 5 to do the rally raid as I'm about to be entered on the Golden Hills racetrack. So I have to keep that in mind, so it'll have to take more events later on until going right back to be at Las Vegas in the next video on part 60. But even perhaps, this will have to take a 2-part conclusion as I just really might need to have a condition of requirement as I just already entered to become an icon level. So if anything else possible, you might need to have that shortcut to do it right here and go straight past forward to have that landmark from Paris. Okay, so there you go.
Past the checkpoint they go. Close to finishing. Who will leave their mark?
And that's how, for the average, that you might need to go a bit closer by over 2 minutes. And for experts, going faster and quicker by under 2 minutes is gonna have to take a high valuable risk that you might need to get your score point to be well improved on future live summit events. So it's all clear, and just gonna have to take a good tour to be stopped by in Las Vegas, as I'm about to be ready to go back in again. But even perhaps, there's gonna be having 2 air race events that I just never been participate throughout each part of the summit event. So I'll have to go explore around and go on the next stage. You know, not yet to be nearby without going fast travel, just gonna have to drive anywhere before the sunset is about to be calling in, and then moving on to take the next destination on stage number 5 to be listed as brand new. So gonna have to enter the Papillon Gate, auto switch vehicle on Rally Raid Off-Roader to be on the Mercedes-Benz S-Class, as I'm about to be prepared to go nice and clean. So, I guess that should be quite going for having a resumed start position in Las Vegas and go on to the racetrack in Golden Hills. Camping equipment, check, and countdown in 3 seconds. Let's get the show off the road.
Let us hope the competitors do well on US Speed Tour West, stage number 5, Discovering Nevada. From Las Vegas to Golden Hills and its racetrack.
Alright, feels good to be driving on the Mercedes-Benz S-Class to be back on track, and just gonna have to drive anywhere to go off-roading on the Rocky Mountains and Death Valley itself. So I have to keep that in mind, because going 454 is very much more challenging to be dominate on the terrains. Since you guys have done this very far, and the lap summit itself is now actually to be put up on temporarily. So I'll have to go faster to go kick it up and stay on the 5th gear transmission to go route by route, checkpoint by checkpoint. Okay, quick shortcut to be on the bus stop chicane to be a bit shorter. Okay, turn left. Do an off-road drift. Okay, there goes one contact at the barrier. 11 seconds, time for me to go defense and free jump on the airborne. Okay, so as we're about to be on the road, just gonna have to keep a good maintain by the pace to get shorter on the length of the lineup track. But don't get slowed down. All you might need to go a bit faster to have a off-roading nitro to go speed up to be on a short temporarily before going back off the road. So here comes the jump. Gonna take the quick shortcut to be on the highway to go wide open. Okay, past that chicane to be going bus stop around shortly and go back up the area road. Halfway there on 50% in the progression, folks. Just gonna have to keep going and do some more jumps to be going airborne. Extreme is the best of expression. Okay, going back a bit more shorter on the width. Okay, checkpoint check. Okay, short chicane coming through. Good thing putting up with some camping goods equipment on the rooftop in the S-Class is very good to be explored driving. So total elapsed time in around in 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go proceed. So choose any route position that you guys might need to keep a good speed forward, as you may ever gonna have to take that left side or the right side, because the wide open is actually to be putting up with some different set of terrain obstacles. Gonna have to do the off-road drift. And we're about to go crossing the bridge, then crossing the rail. And then we'll be ready to enter to go pass on in to have some power plant to be on the windmill. So here we are, folks. The windmill power plant farming is going around, so I'll have to keep a good straight forward to have some few wide open chicane of deaths. Very much more technical and very tricky that you have to stay well masterful to be on the 4x off-roading. So total length of the gap in 46 seconds. Here we are, Golden Hill Racetrack. Time to enter the asphalt and exit the off-road. And then there's gonna have to take one touring car to go in.
Our drivers are nearly at the Golden Hills. See them have fun navigating the racetrack.
So there you go. By over 5 minutes, if possible to go exactly in under 5 minutes. So that's 3.907 seconds to go around and over. A bit more longer, and just gonna have to keep going faster to be stronger. Depends in 4x4 or rally rate bike in 2 wheels. So arrive as well to be on the main exact destination before going back to Las Vegas. So it's touring car time to be at the track. So gonna have to get there and go by the quick exact destination without fast travel. Golden Hill Special. Touring car discipline for having another time attack event. So this time, my Corvette C6R UDRS Insportec livery will be set and good to go for having a 3-lap time attack to be on the track layout on Golden Hills Racetrack. This will be my favorite and go without any opponents around on the circuit layout. So let's get it on and have the perfect total time to initiate.
Prepare for the U.S. Speed Tour West Special Number 6, the Hills of Nevada. Discover the arid outdoors of the Sagebrush State.
This will be the same part of the track layout as the original, so you guys might have to keep a good faster to use any nitro on any of your favorite touring car to be on 4 wheels or 2 wheels on the motorcycle. Just to have the corner layouts and apexes that you have to stay on track and go by each lap in the total amount of time. As we ever done this once, so I'll have to be putting up with a participation to go listed as brand new to the full walkthrough. But it's been very so long to myself after finishing up to have some various live summit event to go by main topic. First lap down, 2 more to go. Coming up onto the first turn to go brake lightly and do perfectly at the straightaway to go on the medium approach. Gonna have to kick it up and go on the inside. Okay, just gonna use plenty of nitro. Wait until the full capacity on standby. Okay, halfway there and 55% on the progression. Nearly there on lap number 2 in before the final lap on the dirt. Now's the time to go faster and use the nitro to give everything what you got. So very good and much more closer to be excited. So total time is currently to be at 2 minutes, 23 seconds on 80% progression. Okay, gonna have to do the hairpin one, and hairpin 2. Go by boost and do
There
that
they go.
chicane.
Past the last checkpoint. The finish line is right ahead to win the stage.
The final corner is what you need to do is sprint to the finish, and time's ticking that you might need to go in under 3 minutes. And voila, 2 minutes 56.677 seconds is good to go and be well improved. So special number 6 of the USB Tour West at Golden Hills Racetrack is well done. Okay, now let's have a good check to be on the world map after currently to be checked on 2 USST West Edition on Las Vegas and the 5th stage. So probably, as we have already done on the Alpha Grand Prix Discipline and Touring Car onto the same location in the track. So how about just gonna have to go down south is what we need to do for having a Hypercar Discipline event. But going to Vegas is what we need to do to be safe for later. But anyway, let's just gonna have to go and proceed to have some 2 Hypercar events to be in the Big Land and the South Trip. Well, as we already done this once, so maybe the Big Land for the Hypercar Discipline might be doing a very good wide open expression to see how the hypercars to go in action. So definitely, I might have to be preferred to go switching to different hypercars after finishing on the Bugatti Depot with the UDRS White Star. Gonna deselect the filters on country and the creators. Okay, so let's see. Just gonna choose any hypercar vehicle for myself. Let's see. How about the Jaguar CX-75 Concept, Koenigsegg CCR, but it's all set and decorated for the next week. Live Summon is going to be a Halloween. I got it. Lamborghini Huracan Performante. Per level to be at 320. So I'll have to test this good updated version out from street racing to a hypercar. That brings out over 1000 horsepower to be added by 5. Much more good and well impressive to see a capable all-wheel drive to go faster to the limit. So I'm really glad that putting up with some vanity on this Huracan is now going in green and go faster to be on the 11. Alright, let's try this again.
3.
This time, it's about to go twilight and nighttime for every hypercar, including for the Huracan Performante to be step up and go for the green.
Be smart about how you use all that horsepower.
It's already checked, and this will be a very different challenge as traffic cars are yet to be seen once again. So I had to be on exercise caution, folks. I might have to be preferred to go on the right side of the highway because oncoming traffic is actually to do a bit more safer and clear to be on the main lookout. So I had to get down and do some progression because no longer to be on the live summon. This one is actually to be doing a regular part with light traffic cars included. So that's one down for 25%. Just 3 more to go. A bit more clear straightaway as I'm about to be proceed. Okay, that's T intersection to be well past to be moving on. That's very good. No traffic cars sighted, and going clean racing and timing will do the perk by the passive. Okay, that's 3 traffic cars passed by to be seen, and gonna have to go brake and clear. Okay, that's 2 down, 2 to go, halfway there. We're almost there, folks. As we have done this before from every live summit event, and this will be doing a quick straightaway to go in the middle of the highway to do a saber without any contact from traffic cars from behind and up ahead. So I had to expect on good motion condition on the event. Okay, switched up onto the right side highway. .5% to go. And finish line here at last. By under 3 minutes, by using the Lamborghini Huracan Performante in the Hypercar Discipline class, and that is so very good to be so far to be well impressed. That's one event to be checked and good to be confirmed. Just yet to be currently to be on the icon level is now yet to be at 2,706. But mostly, preferred to have some more earnings will be giving a good high valuable percentage on the opportunity. So gonna have to get back onto the map and see how the line is doing well. Okay, that could be quite good for the big land and for the opposite in the south trip. So far so good to be having a good hypercar event to be in the big land. So definitely just gonna have to go over to have the state of Texas to have one air race event that I just never been here since the rally raid discipline. So let's go to Navajo Trail for having a best time to have a penultimate in the air race discipline. Quick travel and be myself prepared to have a different airplane to go for having a 20th century into a 21st century airplane vehicle.
In an air race, you've got to be aware of everything around you. Obstacles, doors, and especially the ground. It can be a lot, but you need to track it all to win. Just like I'll be tracking you out there, so I can give you some pointers after.
Okay. Just as before, Navajo Trail is going to be my penultimate in this part of the air race event before FIBA Flight Vegas is coming up. So I had to prepare myself, folks. Just gonna have to give everything what I have been prepared myself to go on Flying Extreme. Go by perfection and do the Air Wizard. Okay, gonna have to keep a good lookout on the rocks. 1 second perfect, check, and go around as the next one to be doing the main match. Okay, that's good. Solid fine perfection. Gonna have to keep a good maintain to have some good loop. But this one is gonna have to take the second one as I just really gonna have to tame it. Okay, that's good. Quick add by the refill in the nitro. This part of the event is where you can test it to see how you can handle in the Navajo Trail. So I'll have to be preferred to have this part of the U-shape on the rock. Okay, that's 14 seconds on the gap distance update. Gonna aim towards the match of the checkpoints. Still going expert to be as a main professional pilot. 1 second perfection clear and gonna have to turn around on the right. Okay, last checkpoint, and there you go.
Looks like you were paying attention, and not just to me.
Just getting started out and do some skills to be flying in the sky. Good job. Very much more impressive and flying well done. Alright, so looks like that will be doing a fine time to go flying in the air as the perfect time to go over to have one last other thing to go back to Las Vegas. So one hypercar event is gonna have to go up north after taking a exploration to do the hypercar to be down in the south, and yet only one more to be available to have the main place to be prior to episode 1 on Motorflix season 7 from Into the Storm. Going to Vegas, here we go, and go for the nighttime with a rain. But you might gonna have to take any hypercar before going to be on the proceed forward to be at Las Vegas, Nevada. That's how the starting position is where you can actually to be in the outskirts of Barstow. But whenever you might need to kick it up into the high gear, any hypercars, whenever you like to go by favorite, that depends on each part of the per level to go maximum and different part of the rarity. So I had to get down and choose any one hypercar before I proceed to be forward to have the next event is going to be yet of course is going to be having a major suggestion and go by planning. So let's see. Maybe if I really might have to go for only a better hypercar in the all-wheel drive or suitable to have any kinds of good differences on different styles. So maybe I just got up with some better idea to go for a better hypercar to choose with a different Lamborghini or a Koenigsegg. The 2020 Koenigsegg Gemera. That would be a very good choice to have a nice solid goal to be having a good starting position as I'm about to be go in first. So that's how I'm about to have a good hybrid electric vehicle to be stay in the first gear in drive mode. So go in nighttime, and this will be a very good time to be shine in the bright. But I'm always gonna have to go for the Koenigsegg Gemera is a most finest electric hybrid hypercar is built for only one gear of transmission. Only in drive mode, like the Regera, the standard one is actually to be outfitted with some golden type amenity. So when it comes in to have some main forward approaches, then you might have to go faster to be stay up ahead to have the nighttime to be doing a proceed trip forward to be in Las Vegas. So here's the main position to go in Barstow. Kick it up by over 200 miles per hour. Okay, 26% in the progression. Gonna slow down. Clear by the right corner on the route. Go by the boost. For this part of the session of the route, because when earlier time before the rain comes, and this is where it all comes in to be arriving in Mojave. That's how hypercar vehicles can actually to be going race hard in the rain by having a wet surface around in the asphalt. So better make sure to keep a good traction on the grip, otherwise you'll have to be lose amount of grip to be going off the track end of the road that you might need to start over to get back to square one, or just gonna have to use get back on track when you last left off by a single amount of mistake. But this will be having a no penalty hold because it's all about what you need to do is gonna have to drive well and go focusing on first. So halfway there is done. There's the scenic view of Las Vegas since the rain has stopped. But it's about to be coming back soon, so the runabout is going to be a one tough shortcut to get there that you might need to keep going faster. See? Quick shortcut by crossing through in the roundabout. Okay, coming in and stay on the right side of the highway. As prior to be before, along with the Las Vegas themed summons, this hypercar event is where you can actually take the starting position to go there, as you really want to do any more events to have some available for only 5 selections, along with 3 skills will be checked to be coming in. By carrying around in about 243 miles per hour and braking to be slowed down and keep proceed. Feels like having a big circle to be coming back from the USB Tour West Edition in the Strip Special and go past by around in the Navajo Trail. Only on air race, and rally rate of course depends on each selection that you might have to take by 2. So gonna have to keep a good clean turn and go by the old strip, West Commercial, kick it to 11 and bring home the podium on the gold. Alright, that's a good job to be race well done, and perfect time to go proceed to be wrap this up at the end of the video in part 59. Whew. What a tough day at work, alright. Definitely racing on the mountain states in America to go by the big circle between in the state of Nevada and go by in to have some few states of Phoenix and New Mexico itself. So I hope I just really had to go and proceed to be on forward in the next video, as I'm about to go flying in Las Vegas, and of course to have a 2-part conclusion in Latrell's car. Along with the White Rock Hills is now actually to go by having a Las Vegas sprint race to go on to the Death Valley. So I'll have to get down and continue on for the second part of the Las Vegas, as I have already finished on the USB Tour West Edition in stage number 5, special at the Strip, Golden Hill special on the touring car. Until then, later on to be at stage number 8, we'll be going on to the outskirts right next to Golden Hills Racetrack to be in the west coast of California to be at Los Angeles. There's going to be more to come, and I'll have to get back and continue on to be proceed to have some major events to be on the skill, as I'm about to go on free time to do some WIP on Live Summon. So, thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like Deepnet Art, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Discord, Patreon, and more to see for my image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time in the Crew 2 for continue on in part 60 of the full walkthrough. And I look forward to see you guys again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.